In progress. Good morning. This is the November 12th, 25 meeting of the Grafton Water District Commissioners. This is being recorded and live streamed. Call the meeting to order at 7:50. Okay, let's start. Minutes.
Move the minutes of October.
Motion made and seconded. Debate. Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Appointments? None. Correspondence? Well, we have one letter that's wasn't on the agenda, but we got a letter in response to a pre-warning that talks about water usage.
Yeah,
We're not going to worry about that.
they understand now.
And they understand what's going on now. So, treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report. So we had an opening balance of $1,938,000. We had receipts of $1,297,000, disbursements of $293,000. So we had a closing balance of $2,942,000. Page 2, revenue. This fiscal year to date, $2,813,328 compared to last year's $2,028,106. Operating expenses, $898,863 to last year's $882,737. Interest income, $20,782 to last year's $37,103. Net income, $1,935,248 to last year's $1,177,799. Water revenue only, $1,805,791 to last year's $1,633,306. Connection fees, $83,000 to last year's $386,000. 3M settlement, $843,540 to last year. We didn't get anything. Page 3, system improvements spent year to date, $87,941 out of $325,000 budget. Vehicle, $0 out of the $75,000 budget. Driveway paving, $0 out of the $50,000 budget. Bullet Street well pump, $0 out of the $50,000 budget. Pigeon Hill tank booster, $1,902,533 out of the $2 million. That will come off next month, and because it's finished. And engineering future PFAS treatment, $857,516 out of the $625,000. 57,516.
Yes, we said 8.
Oh.
That's why it was.
Professional services, $13,427 out of the $50,000. Worcester Street, East Street, $1,622,114 out of $33 million. And Trinity Foliate SRF, $256,682 out of the $33,928,000. Page 4, cash accounts. MMDT, $1,777,246. Unibank Depository, $1,063,596. UniPay, $39,878. Payroll, $48,404. Debit card, $6,593. Vendor account, $53,576. For a total of $2,989,293. Then we have OPEB reserve, $704,742. So you have a grand total of $3,694,035.
All right. If we're happy with the financial report, I'll accept a motion to accept.
So move.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion, hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Yes. Okay. Council's correspondence, none. SPC report. Here comes Mike. Oh, yeah. Hold. Hi.
One.
We took care of the drudgery.
By me.
Cool. sign your name?
Sure.
Nice check.
You like that? Check, pay for that?
No, we paid.
Yeah, well, I said all those losing lottery tickets in our yard. It's gonna be, we're on FBC update. Cool, all right?
Yep.
So, perfect.
So,
Let her rip.
Worcester Street, treatment plant, we had the pre-construction meeting and he's looking at putting all his, paperwork together, contract's been signed. E Street, Adam's gonna talk about getting that contract signed, for the bid recommendation. The contractor is Winston Builders for both of them. Local gentleman, he's done work for us before, good contractor. He is looking initially to start East Street, doing some work there with the backwash tanks first, because those have to be installed in order to rip out the old backwash tanks, which are in our way for the building. So we're anticipating that he might start, depending on the weather conditions over there, maybe in January. Worcester Street, he's gonna maybe do some land clearing over there. And again, depending on the weather, may just charge ahead, or, if it's crappy, he's gonna wait till, probably April. So
If it's Worcester Street, do we have to go to conservation because we're close to wetlands or anything? like that?
everything's all done, all the permitting's all done, which, was 18 months
Okay.
with state and DEP and local conservation. So
Wonderful.
the only thing he has to get on both of them is a building permit.
Good luck.
And hopefully those would go relatively quick, because we've been through the process, and I think the town understands, we need to keep these things
Should
rolling.
be good because it's all engineered and it's construction control.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Okay.
Good year.
We've been working on, Trinity Follett. That's not even planning to be bid for probably 18 months from now. Because we have to, go through all the permitting on that. But initially we thought, because we have to do the transmission main from Trinity to Follett, that would be something that we could do, hopefully this spring. There's not a lot of water main jobs out there, so I think we can probably get some decent prices. So I got a agreement with Wright Pierce for engineering services, which is design, build, bid, construction administration for $209,500. It's just like a motion to have the board authorize Dave and Ron. Dave and Adam to
I knew you didn't like me, but damn.
to sign that and get that going. And they got an estimate. Basically, they're looking at, and this is probably high, about $2 million for that water main job. It's a 4,300 feet of 12-inch ductile, and then there's a 6-inch, 1,200 feet of 6-inch for a 4 sewer main, which will go from Follett Street back up to Fitzpatrick Road for all our backwash water and everything like that. So because we're ripping up the road for the water main, we figured we'd do the sewer, the backwash for the sewer at the same
We're
time.
responsible for that anyway, right?
Yeah, it'll be ours, and probably have to pave, the roads curb to curb, especially on Follett Street.
I did talk to Paul on that, and his first response was, "I won't be here, so I don't care." Then he said that wait and see until everything's marked out, because like you said, there's already our water main there. So,
Sewer, gas, everything, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it most likely is going to be curb to curb, but he said, let's wait and see where you end up putting the main and the force main and see.
Yep. Typically what we do is we put in a real heavy binder over the original trench, right to grade, and then we come by and we scarify the whole road curb to curb and just put an 1.5 inches. Looks a lot better. And, we do the overlay, at least a winter season after we do the work. And most of those roads, I think, have been repaved, so.
Not sure Follett Street has or not.
But, Power Line and.
Power Line, Pleasant, all of them have.
Yeah, that was done a couple
So
of.
we're digging up all the way from the Trinity Well to Follett Street.
From Power Line and Trinity,
Power line.
because we
We already have them made.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we
12-inch up.
come up to Pleasant over to Grist Mill down Follett.
That's what, about 3/4 of a mile, half mile?
Yeah, that's
4,300.
4,300 feet
Linear feet.
linear.
Or 2/3 of a mile?
Yeah.
All right, and you need a vote to start the pipeline work in the street?
Well, just to
Prove
just have,
engineering.
You have one somewhere. I don't know.
I got it.
yes, it's $209,500 to just authorize Dave to sign that agreement with Ray Pierce, and they'll get going on that.
So you 209, right?
That's
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 just-
not the one you're
That's
looking
just
at.
an estimate for the,
I don't have any paperwork on the 209.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can print that up for you. Might not,
You need to vote for 209 for,
it's design, bid, and construction administration of Gillette Street Water Transmission and Force Main.
okay, we'll hear a motion.
So move.
Second? Second. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none? All in favor?
Aye.
You got it.
Yeah, that's,
just forward that to me. I'll put it out.
yep, and that's,
We first started out, it was what, 31 million?
What?
Uh,
I hear numbers like, what?
Yes, they never go down.
stupid numbers.
Except the money in my wallet goes.
Right.
No, that goes down. Money in the wallet goes down.
That's all I got, basically.
Okay.
We finally gonna see shovels in the ground soon, so that's.
Not for snow either.
Well, for snow too.
Superintendent's report.
Water ban update, basically the same as last time. Really haven't had much else going on. People aren't trying to water their lawn anymore.
Mhm.
Storage tank cleaning, we had all 3 tanks, sent a diver in, they inspected them, they cleaned the sediment out. There was only like a half an inch of sediment, which was really good.
That's it?
There are a few things that need to be fixed, leaking gaskets, stuff like that. I'm gonna have them come out probably before the end of the year. They do the stuff on top of the tanks, get that over with.
Yeah.
The stuff down below, we might be able to take care of some of it ourselves, but it's stuff that the DEP is gonna want us to do anyway when we do our next sanitary survey, so we might as well get it over with now.
Basically high-end maintenance, that's all it is, right? Okay.
Again, it keeps us having to climb up the tanks and do that stuff.
Yeah.
Leak detection is ongoing so far. It's mostly just hydrants leaking from after hydrant flushing type of thing. So we're gonna go around and make sure that they at least drain.
Yeah.
Work on getting them fixed. There is one leak on a hydrant branch that I just got the email last night, so don't have it in front of you, but that one we're probably gonna have to dig before winter. It's between the main and the gate for the hydrant on Worcester Street. Not
On
not a- yeah, 51, not a section that's been paved.
Okay.
Office driveway, we had it paved.
Yeah.
So that's done. They'll be moving the dumpster back next week, I'm assuming. So we had the raw meters tested at Gillette Street and East Street, trying to figure out our unaccounted for water, and they were way off.
Mhm.
They also suggested that we get what they call mag meters, which are a newer kind of water meter that's a lot more accurate. So anyway, I'm getting quotes back from that. It's just something that I think we need to do, and it will be more accurate with because I think a good chunk of our unaccounted for water came because the meters were so far off.
Okay.
They're old. So I don't know how, it's like a 90-day turnaround to get the parts and stuff. And right now, Gillette Street's down anyway. We got a problem with the pump was running, but it wasn't pumping any water. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the shaft, but if they pulled that pump, so they're going to pull the well pump there too. That was in our budget to have done anyway. So it's just chasing them around to get a time frame on when that's going to get back in service.
How long has it been down?
A week and a half, something like
2
that.
weeks?
What else? Sorry, coming here. Pre-construction meeting at Worcester Street, Matt spoke about that.
Where'd you feel that?
Getting stuff ready to go on that. And then the house in Millbury, we talked about it a few meetings ago. 2000 Grafton Road in Millbury. It's right by Wyman Gordon's. It's right over the line. It's actually not even a house. It's a business where Knights used to be.
That garage,
Yeah. So anyway, the state told them they had to get their temporary main off the road by November 1st. So we went ahead and they now have our water. Hydrotech came and tapped them a new service. We went over, put a new meter in. We got all the documentation. Aquarion's gonna, did we get the check from them? Yeah. Aquarion paid for them, paid Hydrotech, tie them in, paid us the $10,000 connection fee. So they're all set. So they're now our customer.
A little education on that. Why did that happen?
They had a water main break between their last street and there's a meter pit, which is basically in the front yard of that business. And they didn't want to repair it because it was only feeding that one house.
Broke there a couple of times, out of the power lines there.
Yeah.
Really crappy spot.
So they were gonna do some kind of run along service, but then, through the wetlands and the permitting and all that other stuff. So they just asked if we were okay with it, and
Personally, I think it's stupid on their part because now we can't feed them water in an emergency. So, but
Is that the only feeding spot?
they're running
in
them
Grafton, Milbury? Really?
they had talked about putting like a hydrant before the wetlands on their side,
Right.
and then paying to have a hydrant put in on our side by that meter pit.
Right.
So if we ever had to, they could do a 4-inch hose, but I don't know if they said they were gonna talk to the DEP about that. Doesn't sound like the DEP is overly concerned about it.
That was a situation on 122 at the Agway fire. There was a hydrant on the Grafton side of the line. There was a hydrant on the Northbridge side of the line. We had to run a length of LDH to backfeed our system.
Yeah. Well, now we have a meter pit.
No, they're
there,
gonna
but
meet
yes.
it. Okay.
And then not on here, I just spoke Monday. Westboro Water Department wants to do an interconnection off that development off Adams Road. Which Matt and I looked up when we did the contract for them. We told the contractor that they were responsible to put a meter pit in. And then Westboro, whoever was in charge at the time, said that they didn't want an interconnection. Well, now the new person in charge wants an interconnection. So anyway, I forwarded him that contract that we had, and he's going to follow up with them about having that put in. I mean, I don't know if it's going to benefit, if we can even give them water or they can give us water because the pressure's low. Well, he said their side is on a pressure system. They had to put a booster in. So they probably got 80, 90 pounds up there.
they shut their booster off. We can probably at least feed
Yeah.
that subdivision there. No problem.
So anyway, but that just all came about on Monday. So I just figured I'd mention it.
All right. You happy with that?
I never saw it. It's already put in.
Sir?
I think they have something up there.
Business managers report.
Well, good morning. So as Matt spoke about with Worcester Street, we're on the same process now with East Street. And Matt mentioned, obviously, Winston Builders is also the contractor for East Street. That bid came in at $11,287,889. This packet has everything regarding all the subcontractors, everything. It's a matter of just now awarding it and to Winston Builders, which between Matt, Dave, and I, we've already spoke that we believe that'd be a good recommendation. They're already doing Worcester Street, and be able to have one company, one contractor, and in Grafton doing this work. So I definitely put it out there that we need a vote to recommend that we sign off on Winston Builders being the contractor for East Street.
Make a motion to award the bid to Winston Builders for East Street.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Here you go.
Along with that, Wendy, Matt, and I have obviously been working with Unibank, going to obviously get all the bonding. Now that we've approved everything and no one else has that empty bank account, that just, fund it all. We actually need some funding on it. So we're looking for the short-term to long-term borrowing. We're probably going to be starting looking at this in January. The rates would be a little bit better. We hold off, which we don't think we're going to see any money, any bills coming in anyways for the rest of this year. So that'll be good. So we're on the process there. Nah, they're not even digging. And then regarding the truck update, I finally got in touch with them after the guy who told us everything. Everything's going forward. It's just a matter of time. And they said probably, what did I say, 20 weeks?
Something like that.
Something like that. And that was like, 3 weeks ago.
And what are we getting?
We approved the GMC, 2026 GMC, and that'll replace Tim's vehicle. We'll put that one obviously on muni bid. Hopefully I can continue my luck with that as well, getting some good money off of that.
So another pickup?
Another pickup.
Try to do one every year, just because by the time you get out 5 years, you're starting to maintenance and repairs are ridiculous. And you can't have the trucks down and
Well, I've heard stories, with fire and emergency apparatus taking 3 years to get.
Yep.
Is that starting to trickle down to commercial trucks too?
Well, when he told me 20 weeks, I was like, well, I felt like I was already 4 weeks behind because it took them 4 weeks to respond to me when I said, hey, listen, I have a signed contract here. I'm willing to send it to you, but I've never met you. So I'm not sending you the contract until you actually speak.
hey, you've won the bid, give us a call.
And it took me 3 emails and 4 phone calls. And the second guy I spoke with was like, yeah, I'll get in touch with the guy that you're dealing with. I'm like, I appreciate it. And then I had to call him back. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, well, I'm dealing with you now because the other guy's still out sick. He was out sick the entire time.
For a $70,000 truck.
Yeah.
See, they're not making any money on it because we don't get all the bells and whistles. And
Yeah, we don't have
DPW.
white bars and flashing running board.
Woo-hoo.
I know. So it's like,
And this is the difference too, we're going through,
This is our first
versus the last 3 vehicles we got, nobody wanted to give us a bid.
Right.
So we went through a dealership and it's like, yeah, I got the truck on the lot. When do you want to come get it?
food for thought.
Get
If we ever did need something
Yeah.
in a hurry,
Yeah.
going through the state bid process is not gonna work.
No, just go buy it.
Is there that much modification to take that long to get?
No, they probably ordered it.
They had to order it.
Yeah.
The only thing that they're doing that we're not is they're putting the plow on. But they're not even gonna be doing that. They'll probably ship it out to Fisher and they'll put the plow on and they'll show it up here. No. Either way, we'll see it next year.
Yeah, all right.
Old
Trying
business,
to get it this fiscal year though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll make sure we pay for it by then, yeah.
Yeah.
all right, old business, none. New? None. Subdivisions, same as last time, no big difference. Single family applications, none. Next meeting Wednesday, December 10th, 7:45. All right, we've got one person online in the audience.
That's Andy.
That's Andy.
Good morning.
Before we close the meeting, is there anything you'd like to say?
Welcome back in. Good to see you.
Green Bay win.
He said, welcome back.
That's great.
Welcome back. I missed one meeting.
You said it, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's not running again. Anybody?
You're not running again. Okay,
Doctor told me no more.
But now
no more running.
We're putting together the bag.
any medical difficulties,
About walking. About walking. You're not running.
stop swearing. Jesus. If you run, I'll run.
I don't run for anything.
Your house is on fire.
All right. Do we have anything else before we adjourn? I'll entertain a motion.
Move to adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
See you next month.